Alright guys,
sure?
Here's another episode with Ben. We're still at Mikasa. In this episode I wanted to talk about Ben's history and how he moved to China and became a model. So, Ben, what made you first move to China? What was your plan?
I don't want to talk about it, guys. Please. No. That's the worst thing that happened in my life,
Traumatized?
Traumatized.
You're traumatized?
No, I'm not talking about happened to my, the worst in my life happened it's China. No.
Yeah.
It's the best thing, actually.
Before you came to China, the worst thing happened?
Yes. No, in the middle, like in the process.
In the process of moving?
I was in Germany, in Dresden that year. I was performing, playing at the stage, with my theater. It was really nice performance. It was good play. Yeah, everybody laughed, but nobody could understand any word. And I got, I couldn't get phone call, and it was very important phone call. Why? Because I missed it, actually, phone call. And the phone call was about me going to China. It was a very decisive phone call, but I didn't get it, because I was playing at the stage, So, later back to home, after our performance finished, we finished
the performance,
performances. Back to home, and I got one more phone call again, right? And that phone call was from my scientific tutor. He told me, "Hey, where you been? I was calling to you like 2 weeks ago, and why you didn't pick up?" And he just said, "Pack your stuff. You go to China." Like,
why?
Wow, really? Why? Because I was doing my research PhD in economics, and there was exchange program for me, right for my thesis. So, and one day, everything changed. Everything, total, all my life changed in one day, just one day. Like back to my home country, I was driving a car. I went to China. I have to ride my bicycle. Mm-hmm. Second thing, back to my home country. I was living in a nice apartment. And one day, I had to live in dormitory with 6 people in it, and
by the way,
2 showers and 1
Chinese dorms
toilet.
Are horrible.
And it's
horrible stuff. I'll probably put some pictures up in the video. Like, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, and it's Chinese toilet, guys.
Squat toilet. Squat time.
Squatty body. Yeah. And the third scene, back to my home country. I was dating a nice girl. We all were about to marry. All the scene.
You were gonna get married to her?
No, we didn't engage. We weren't engaged.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like it's all the scene,
So it was a very deep relationship.
That deep relationship, I escaped to China, So, and the first scene, it's most important. This nice food, Back to my home country, I had a big fridge with nice food that I could eat. And I moved to China, to the Chinese university with Chinese canteen.
What city were you
And
in?
after eating at the Chinese canteen, I have to rush back to my dormitory to the toilet, and as you remember, guys, it's quad toilet, and it's double bed. So I don't want. That's why I don't want to talk about it, guys.
What city were you in when you first moved?
Nanjing.
Near
Shanghai, guys.
And you've lived in what cities since that time?
Oh, many cities.
Just go through
Nanjing, Shanghai, Beijing, Harbin. What else? Yeah, go on, Joe. Yeah.
So, what made you decide to stay in China? Why did you stay in China? Like, if you had such a horrible experience at the beginning,
it's not horrible, guys. It's perfect, you know. Don't call it horrible.
Oh, yeah, whatever. If you had your traumatizing, I don't know what else to call it. But you had your experience at the beginning, and then what made you decide, like, okay, I'm gonna stay in China though. I don't want to go back.
So, the scene is very simple. I got this exchange program, for my PhD for 1 year, right? You remember it?
Yeah.
And after, all what happened with you is the first year in China. I believe it happened to Eureka, and I believe it will happen to you, Nick. Is first half year you like fighting with yourself, right? Because everything totally different, like food, culture, people, language, everything totally different. So you're like struggling, the first half year. The second half year you started to get used to it, and after 1 year you can't escape this. You love this. So after 1 year it's like labyrinth, because after all your sufferness, right? You can't just go away and forget about it. You can't forget about it, guys. It's all in you. Till you die.
Yeah.
Understand? That's why I don't want to talk I don't want to talk about it anymore.
So what?
What? I'm telling you, I don't want to talk about it, guys.
This is what happens when you've been in China for 8 years. It's like the same energy that you have is the same energy that China Mike has in certain situations. Let's not go there.
Acting, guys.
All right.
Thanks.
So you why did you move to so many different cities? Why were you moving so much over the 8 years?
I don't want to talk about it, guys. Really. So first of all, I finished my PhD degree exchange program, in that city. So, and because it was 1 year finished, and I didn't want to go back, So I have to find a place where to stay, and it's definitely not that small city. Small city in China, it's about 6 million population, right?
Yep.
So, the nearest city, as you remember, was Shanghai.
Yeah.
That's it.
So then you moved to Shanghai, okay?
Yeah, just packed my stuff, put all what I got, like this. Can you see these guys? Yeah. And I just went to Shanghai, moved to Shanghai. That's it.
I know in the beginning you started off doing some sourcing work, right? Like you were helping people buy products in China, but now you are a model. So how did you switch from sourcing to being a model? How did that happen? How did you get started in the modeling business?
I don't want to talk about it, guys. What do you mean? Make it clear.
How did you get started in modeling?
Oh, as I said, I met the guy, Chinese guy, and who needs a foreigner like me? And he said, okay, blah blah, you can do this. Can you do this? I will give you some money for this. And okay, whatever, money, it's money.
Did you join an agency afterwards, or?
Oh, it's useless to join an agency.
It's useless. Why?
Because if you join an agency, you will be in great debt.
Yeah.
To agency.
This is what I wanted to talk about, is because I know that a lot of people come to China and then they join an agency, especially the Eastern European models. So can you break down the game? How does it work? So if you come and you join an agency versus you come and somebody introduces you, how does it work?
So if it's agency, you sign a contract, and they pay for your flights, for your accommodation, for your food, that stuff, And because you don't pay, it means you're dead, right? That means you have to repay it, And they don't pay you. They pay you maybe after 3 or 4 months. All the jobs that you got, they provide you jobs. And
So you
once
work for free for 3 to 4 months.
They give you some kind of pocket money, but it's small thing, it's not enough.
How much?
That's
do you,
why a
how
lot
much
of
do you?
girls, Eastern European girls, go to find a nice place to eat.
Okay, so they pay you after 3 months. How much money do they give them as pocket money, like roughly, like 100 RMB a week?
I've never
like
been to agency. I don't know. Like some of my model friends said, maybe like it depends on the city actually, how it's big. Yeah, because like livings is different.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
What
In
do you know?
Hong Kong,
Yeah.
a guy was working in agency in Hong Kong. They were giving like 2,000 maybe.
2,000
Or 4,000, I don't remember
HKD
exactly. For 1 month.
for 1 month.
Yeah.
So it's roughly like less than $500
Yeah, in Hong Kong.
in Hong Kong, which is
very
that's
expensive.
basically like having $50 in Canada. Anyways, okay, so then if you're working for the agency, they pay you every 3 months.
After you have a contract, because you own a visa, right?
Yep.
You have 3 months visa. I don't know how it's now, because I never did it. And the good thing about agency for models that you can get very good shootings, you know, for Esquire, for journals, right? For magazine, Esquire, like Playboy or whatever, I don't know, because they got this connection, because it's agency, big one, like good one. That's a good thing about it. So you do your name, you can do, right?
But how much money are they actually making from those shoots?
It depends. Like if they need your face, right, in this time, in this city, like you can have shooting every day. And there was a very sad story about Russian model who was 14. Have you heard about it, guys?
No.
In Shanghai. She was very young, 14, and she was working very hard because she was like very good type for. She got a lot of job, and she died because of this. Like she was too tired,
She was overworked.
Yes, overworked, and she died.
Wow.
Because she was young, and maybe she got some troubles with her health, whatever. I don't know.
She was still working, and then
So she died because of this. That's what people say, So it's not easy job. Yeah.
Okay, so from my understanding, I mean, obviously it's different depending on what agency you're in and what your level of skills. But from my understanding, it's like, okay, they come here, they owe money to the agency, they put them in like an apartment, and there's like maybe 6 people in a 2-bedroom apartment or 1-bedroom apartment.
No, it's normal. It's like maybe two people in one room, like roommates. The same.
Is that most models, or is that aren't there some
Models, only
situations
models.
aren't there situations where they put a lot of them in a small apartment?
No, it's no need because model jobs is very good paying, and agencies got very good, profits. I don't know. There's no need to put like in the worst accommodation, right?
I think
maybe in Hong Kong because it's small, but it's because of Hong Kong. All
of
Hong Kong apartments are small, so you have no choice.
But I almost feel like there's 2 different types of models. We're talking about some of them that are very like professional models, and then there's other ones that are kind of like they're okay, but they're in Guangzhou amateur, but they're in Guangzhou and they're 6 foot whatever, and then they get jobs, So like I feel obviously the professional ones are gonna have better apartments, but what about most of them? I think
no, it doesn't matter how
No?
professional you are, right?
Yeah.
If you sign a contract with agency, because agency it has apartment, and at this time, for example, this moment it has maybe free space, free room, with a roommate. So it just if you want, you can pay by yourself, sign out. So, but if you can afford this, pay by yourself, why do you need agency?
Yeah.
If you're professional, you go to do freelance. That's it.
So how do you get into that freelancing?
You said
As
you
I
gotta
said,
know
it's
people.
friends. I met friends who knows friends. Yeah, random guy.
So right now, that's how you make most of your money, right? From modeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the beginning when you started, obviously it wasn't so consistent, right? Or was it? Has it always been consistent? When did you get to a stage where you could
So-
support yourself?
Guys, Now we sit in a nice restaurant, Mexican restaurant. Yeah, good, very good. In the best place, I guess, in Guangzhou, right? Like this area,
one
the
of.
best.
I don't like to brag, but you know what I'm saying.
It's true. Come on, is it true?
No, yeah, it's one of the best places in the city. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and if we cross the street, yeah, and we can find another restaurant, China's one, which is much way cheaper, you know. So living in China, it depends on your choice.
Sure.
Yeah, how much you want to spend and how much you want to earn. That's it. It's your scene. It's not like, I guess, in Canada, right? When the minimum, yeah, and you can't go
quite high, yeah.
lower, right? Yeah.
But I just meant like the way you live now.
Yeah.
You know, when did you start making enough money for modeling to live how you live now?
If you do freelance, guys, you need to know. If you do freelance, you just rely on yourself.
Yeah.
Just on yourself. Nobody will help you actually. And it depends on you. If you want to work, yeah, you go, you stand up, and you go for castings.
Okay.
Yeah.
As
you
a
go
freelancer.
find me as a freelancer.
Okay.
You go to find some guys. You know, you meet some new guys. Yeah, Chinese, whatever. Yeah, or you get to know through the social network, just like vendors.
But obviously,
Depends on
if you've been in China for a while,
Yeah.
people know you,
Yeah.
right? The agencies or whatever, or other people, they know you, so they probably contact you
Yeah.
on a regular basis.
Agents comes if they need my time.
Your type of job.
Yeah, whatever.
Has the type of jobs that you're doing now, is it different than before? Like, because you're a little bit older now, are you doing more like business, like wearing suits in your model shoots, and then, you know, is it any different than 8 years ago or 7 years ago or whatever?
Actually, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Because it can be shooting of clothes, right?
Yeah.
It can be doing this acting scene for business meeting or whatever. It can be like, you know, whatever actually, what the client wants, yeah? Like in a good way, you know? Because it depends on time.
Yeah.
Even for clothes, right, they need... Am I old?
No, I'm just saying, like,
Okay.
obviously, when you, like, if you want to get somebody who's like looks like a boss, right? Like, you probably want to get
Yeah, so
somebody
you
that's
will
a little
find
bit.
another guy who looks like a boss. I don't think I look like a boss. Because everybody think I'm a teenager, yeah, who just graduated, you know, like, and oh really, okay.
Well, I mean, I saw on your WeChat the picture that you showed before, you're wearing a suit.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe that's the style of shoots that you're doing now.
It can be, yeah. If like if someone needs me to do this, okay, and they think they can see, oh, in a suit, yeah, it's okay. It suits to clients' requests, so why not?
What's your favorite type of shoot? What's the best type of shoot to do? Modeling shoot.
So I would say acting
Yeah.
is more. No, it's like business. I'm not in business. It can be for movie, yeah, for advertisement, TVC, right, or shooting.
Have you done TV advertisements?
Yeah, a lot.
You
And I love. Yeah,
love that?
That's what I love.
And movies?
In movies like random
Chinese movies.
random roles.
Are you speaking Chinese
Extra.
Are you speaking Chinese in the movies?
Chinese or English or whatever. Yeah. They just do some. They do. How would say?
Voiceover.
Voiceover. Yeah.
Yeah.
They do all that.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Reverse dub.
It's
Well, yeah.
exactly. Shit comes full circle. My mind's been blown. What's the lowest amount of money you've made, and what's the highest amount of money you've made?
For the shooting, so it depends. Shooting, you need to know, guys. If it's shooting for clothes, it depends on how many clothes.
How many clothes, yeah.
And how many hours, right? Because it can be different ways. Like normally it's hour rate, so you can have 400. Yeah, for 1 hour, 5, or it depends on how professional, how you are good.
How much
Good, you
experience
match,
as well?
no,
No?
not experience, matches. If you suits to clients request,
Yeah.
that's it. So it depends.
So it depends. Like, so what's 400, and then what's the highest?
It can be 10,000, it can be 5,000, whatever. If you're like a supermodel, you know, like from Playboy, well, whatever.
Well, that's gonna
Yeah.
be hundreds of thousands or
Sure,
whatever.
sure.
Again.
Yeah.
But I was talking about the average, you know, models that we see in Guangzhou and.
So it depends on, first of all, if you're male or female.
Yeah. Women make more money than the guys.
Actually, now market, yeah, it depends on market situation, right? So it can be different. Before, males were getting like the same as women, right?
Yeah.
But now it goes down because lots of people come to China and they like to do this job.
Yeah.
You just pretend, stand, wear, whatever. So it goes down for everyone. That's most important. You because China is big, guys. You know, this market's really big. So you can't say precisely that males, for example, gets more than females. No, because it depends on the city situation, and the most important what the most important thing is if they do really need you or not.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Okay.
If they don't need you, they can substitute you, because as we know, many people can do this. So, but if they need you, not anyone, you can bargain. Actually,
Let's switch over to a little bit of the lifestyle of a model. Like if you're a model, like what is your life, your day-to-day life like? Are you having a lot of fun? Are you being taken on interesting trips? I'm sure the girls, a lot of times, the rich Chinese guys want to take them somewhere and take them on trips and stuff like that. Do you also, as a guy, do you get offered certain things, you know?
so
Certain benefits?
all benefits, you know, we can get
Free food, free drinks?
I don't work for food, guys. Come on. So the thing is, you do the job. It's just a job, right? Whatever. Second thing, you must follow the rules. How it works. Like,
What are the rules?
no, it's not that. So rules are very important. Follow the first rule. Do your job. That's it.
Okay.
You know, because you're talking about the things, and if you can't do the job, yeah, so nobody can do.
Yeah.
My lifestyle, yeah, before to begin, maybe 5-6 years ago, when I was young, I could go hang out for a night, you know, drink a lot or whatever. But now it's most important is you become mature and you realize it's just a job.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not like you go there and like pretend someone, acting someone, and then have fun, drinking, eating, like whatever. No. It's just a job. Be professional. Kind of
So, for example, like the Hyde restaurant,
Hyde?
the Hyde, yeah,
okay.
bar in Guangzhou. The boss has models come to hang out there, right? Is he paying them, or is he just giving them free drinks and food?
Oh, what I believe, yeah, and what I'd like to believe that they get paid,
Yeah.
right? Because if someone asks you to go to do something, yeah, you should be paid. And it depends on the girls, actually. I haven't seen the list, maybe there is a list. Someone tells us there is a list, yeah. You can get, you know, free drinks or whatever.
Sure.
It's just like kind of marketing for bar or for whatever, yeah.
Yeah, because
Many
they know that if
senses.
there's a lot of sexy girls hanging out, then other people feel like it's a cool place to
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Is it a good place?
I like the shisha. I don't care about.
Oh,
the
yeah.
girls. I'm all business. But I know I there was another place that my business partner used to take me to in Taojin, and I remember specifically I went there, and then there was like 3-4 models hanging out, but they were also like the bar girls who try to get you to buy drinks and stuff.
Yeah.
And then
it's
I remember-
consummation.
Yeah, and then at the end of the night, I saw the boss give them, envelope which obviously had money in it. Like, so
Good.
I've seen that.
Good
process.
for them.
But I'm curious about the hide, because I mean he must be spending a lot of money getting a bunch of these girls every day to go hang out at the places.
You know, what I'm thinking,
Yeah.
it's really nice place, right? And I think I know models, girls, a lot of model girls, right?
Yep.
Female, and even from different cities, from Shenzhen. Like they live maybe in Guangzhou, doing job at agency, and they have to move to another cities and all remember the places, like that bar, like different places in Guangzhou. Because what we are foreigners miss a lot in China is our culture, like the same foreign culture, right?
Sure.
The spirit. And if we have this place, looks like foreign place, and it's called like a foreigner, made of foreigners, so we definitely like that.
It feels closer to home.
Yeah, we feel closer to home, and we enjoy that, and we want to go there, even not, and we don't go there for money, we go there for socializing, for communicating. That's most important thing.
Yep. Yeah, it is, but I still think it's how would you create a vibe where everybody goes there and all of the people there are all models? Is probably the guy has to pay them or offer them something free to go hang out there.
Let's go and check it out.
Just show up and how are you paying these girls?
Yeah, I don't know, guys. Actually, that's what I heard.
That's okay.
You're trying to.
I'm trying to get the confirmation, Ben.
Yes.
Trying to get these facts, okay?
Yeah, sorry. I don't know the truth.
Trying to
Actually,
spread the word.
you
heard-
want me to say? Okay.
Have you heard?
Okay, if you pay me, I can tell this.
All right. Thanks for watching again, guys. If you like this, leave a comment below. And we have another video with Ben where he talks about acting in China.